Hi, my name's Paul. I'm an Australian school teacher. I was diagnosed with osteoarthritis in my right hip 2 or 3 years ago, and it had been a build-up even to that stage. In Australia, hip replacement is categorised as elective surgery. So if you do not have private health insurance, they put you on a waiting list. That involves a long wait. So I started looking around for international healthcare and looked on YouTube and found some testimonials for Fortis Hospital. That was encouraging. These were Americans and an English person. So I looked up Fortis India, and right away on their website there was they were inviting you to chat with a doctor about your condition. So I did that. So I arrived at the hospital. I was welcomed. I was given a whole range of assessments, real thoroughly checked over, and I was given an appointment with my specialist surgeon. Dr Puttaswamy, the surgeon I chose, was very thorough, very informed, really put me at ease, and we step by step we worked through the numerous options for hip replacement.
Mr. Paul McCormick presented to us with pain in both his hip joints. So he came to us from Australia in search of both care and cure for his hip problem. This was a guy who had primary arthritis of his right hip as well as early arthritis of his left hip. He was advised bilateral total hip replacement in Australia, but in a system where he doesn't have private health insurance and waiting for the public, his slot to come in through the public system was unbearable for him because he was in terrible amount of pain. He was a straightforward hip arthritis where he needed a hip replacement. He wanted hip replacement with a particular design of prosthesis, and also he wanted an approach where his dislocation rates are pretty negligible. I did his hip replacement from the front. Traditionally 80-90% of surgeons do the hip replacement from the back, but for him, because of his expectation, we operated from the front, where we absolutely don't need to give any hip precautions. Right from the get-go, he's able to keep his leg in all positions. He's able to walk full weight bearing with no particular restrictions, and this was very important with him, and this was one of his primary criteria which he wanted before he underwent a hip replacement. So our aim was to make him functional and able to return to Australia with as little complications as possible, and I think he is happy with the outcome by the way his functional activity has improved.
As the process went along, next thing I knew I was out cold. When I came to, I had a new hip. The surgeon was right there letting me know that the surgery was extremely successful. He was very happy with the outcome. I got to see the hip that was removed in a plastic bag. That's apparently that was very deformed, absolutely needed replacement. The unit down there was highly professional. The nurses really know what they're doing. They work as a terrific team. I really actually enjoyed that experience. And then it was, again, excellent care. The nurses were fantastic. There's a dietitian that asks you what kind of dietary needs you need. Is the food fine? There's heart specialists. There's all sorts of people monitoring your health and progress and well-being and your pain. The people that deliver the meals, the cleaners, everyone had a smile and made me feel at ease. So I'd say the care was exceptional. The point I'd like to get across is that Fortis Hospital exceeded my expectations. Coming from another country to get a hip replacement can make you a little anxious, but all that anxiety was put at ease once I arrived, and all my needs were taken care of.